Ever wondered how cybercriminals plan and execute their attacks? It's a fascinating yet terrifying world where the battle between security and intrusion is a constant cat and mouse game. This is the realm of cybersecurity, a field that is gaining increasing importance in our digitally interconnected world. Cybersecurity is all about protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users, or interrupting normal business processes. Understanding how these attacks are carried out is crucial in developing effective security measures. That's where the Lockheed Martin cyber kill chain comes into play. It's a model that describes the different stages of a cyber attack, from initial reconnaissance to the final act of data exfiltration. This model helps us to understand, anticipate, and prevent cyber attacks, turning the seemingly complex into something more tangible and manageable. Now let's dive deeper into the stages of the cyber kill chain. First up in the cyber kill chain, we have reconnaissance. This initial stage is akin to a burglar casing a neighborhood before a heist. Only in this case, the neighborhood is your digital world and the burglar, a cyber attacker. Reconnaissance is all about information gathering. The attacker is looking for weaknesses in the target's defenses, like an unlocked door or an open window. The types of information gathered can vary greatly. It could be technical details about your network or system, or it could be personal information about employees that can be used for targeted phishing attacks. The methods used are equally diverse. They can range from simple online searches to complex techniques like network scanning or social engineering, but no matter the method, the goal remains the same: to gather enough information to plan and execute an attack. Once the attacker has enough information, they move to the next stage. After reconnaissance, attackers proceed to weaponization and delivery. In the second stage, weaponization, the information gathered during reconnaissance is used to develop a malicious script or payload. This weapon is tailored to exploit the specific vulnerabilities discovered in the target system. It's akin to crafting a bespoke key that fits perfectly into the lock of a door. Now, onto the third stage, delivery. The cybercriminals have their carefully crafted weapon, but it needs to get into the target system. This is often achieved through deceptive practices such as phishing emails or compromised websites. Imagine it as the attacker slipping their bespoke key into the lock without alerting anyone. In these stages, the attacker is not just a distant observer anymore. They're actively engaging with the target system, manipulating it to serve their ends. The weapon is now in the target system, ready for the next stage. With the weapon delivered, the attacker now moves to exploitation and installation. This is the point where the attacker capitalizes on the vulnerabilities in the target system. These vulnerabilities could range from software bugs, unpatched systems, to weak passwords. The attacker exploits these weaknesses to install the malicious payload. The methods used for installation can vary widely. It could be as simple as tricking a user into clicking on a malicious link, or it could involve a more complex process, like injecting malicious code into a running process. Other times, attackers might exploit system or application vulnerabilities to install their payload without the user's knowledge. The exploitation and installation stages are crucial because they allow the attacker to establish a presence within the target system. This presence, or foothold as it's commonly referred to, enables the attacker to carry out their malicious activities undetected. The attacker now has a foothold in the system, setting the stage for the next step. Once installed, the attacker establishes command and control. This is the sixth stage of the cyber kill chain, a critical point where the attacker's sinister plan truly begins to unfold. Imagine the hacker as a puppet master and the compromised system as their marionette. The command and control, often abbreviated as C2, is the invisible thread that links them. It's the line of communication that allows the attacker to remotely control the infected system, almost like a ghost in the machine. Now let's delve into how this control is exercised. The attacker might send a variety of commands to the compromised system. These could be instructions to gather specific data, like user credentials or financial information. It could be an order to download additional malicious software or to modify or delete files. The possibilities are as vast as they are chilling, but that's not all. The attacker can also turn the infected system into a kind of spy, silently observing the user's activities. They could capture keystrokes, record audio or video, or track online behavior. It's like having a mole in your own machine, ferreting out your secrets and delivering them into the hands of the enemy. This stage is where the attacker's investment of time and effort starts to pay off. They can now steal sensitive information, manipulate systems, and even use the compromised system as a launchpad for further attacks. It's a dangerous game of digital dominoes, where one fallen system can lead to the downfall of many others. But while the attacker has gained significant control, their mission isn't over. They still need to maintain their grip over the compromised system, and that's where things can get even more complex. They have to constantly evade detection, outsmart defenses, and adapt to any changes in the system's environment. The attacker now has full control over the system, but there's one final stage to complete. In the next scene, we'll delve into this last phase of the cyber kill chain, where the attacker attempts to fulfill their ultimate objective. Stay tuned, because the climax of this cybersecurity saga is just around the corner. The final stage in the cyber kill chain is actions on objectives. Here's where the attacker's plan comes to fruition. With control over the system, they can now manipulate it to achieve their objectives. This could involve a variety of activities, depending on the attacker's intentions. If the goal is to steal sensitive information, they may begin extracting data. This could be personal details, proprietary business information, or anything else of value. If disruption is the aim, they could initiate a denial of service attack, rendering systems unusable. Alternatively, they might install ransomware, locking out legitimate users and demanding payment for access. In other cases, the objective might be espionage, where the attacker